Chetanji, my vanakkam to you. My greetings to Annan Karthik Chidambaram avargal, Kavita Akka avargal, and all the eminent guests who have come here. I think you have mixed 4-5 questions together, and BJP Tamil Nadu is an ambitious party. There's nothing wrong with having an ambition. And of course, we got to do a lot of hard work. We have to cover a lot of miles to reach where we have to go. And Tamil Nadu, I'm sure you're watching the Tamil Nadu politics for a long time. It is always a nationalistic state. Congress was in power till 1967. We have a lot of national stalwarts in Tamil Nadu who made a mark, who added a lot of quality to Tamil Nadu politics. I'm sure the days are coming, but for that, BJP has to do a lot of things in the right way to reach the destination, but we are fairly confident in the coming time we should reach where we intend to go and what is the ambition we have for the party in Tamil Nadu. And 2024 is a very important election for the party because this is a very unique election for our country, because we are going to see a party which is in power for 10 years and you're going to measure our performance over the last 10 years. You're going to validate what we have done over the last 10 years. And you're going to make a decision whether you're going to give us another 5 more years. I'm sure when BJP comes back to power in 2024, that is a time when BJP Tamil Nadu should really look forward to its growth. Because you've proven something at the national level. People have accepted your model of development. So 2024 to 2026 is very crucial for us, especially in a state like Tamil Nadu, where a lot of things are not right at this particular point of time. So 2024 is an inflection point for BJP Tamil Nadu also to reach its destination in 2026. So that is what I can convey now. And thirdly, with respect to the alliance, partners leaving, coming, it's part of politics. I think somebody said a week is too long in politics. Harold Wilson said, if I remember correctly, in UK. In Indian politics, I think 3 days is too long. A lot of things happen and churning happens. So I don't want to comment too much, read too much into what has happened. And come 2024, a lot of realignment will happen in a very natural way. And there are only 2 things you will have, one for Modi and one people against Modi. And I don't think there is going to be somebody in the middle and who's going to say neither here nor there. So let us wait and watch next 7 months to go. I respect whatever the alliance partner said, our previous alliance partner. I don't want to give my comment to it because they made a decision. It is for them to make a statement, why and how. And I can't sit in a chair and make judgment about why they did it. But my job as BJP state president is to help grow the party here. And I'm focusing on it. So next 7 more months, let's wait for it.
I mean, I won't press on this further, but they've specifically said that the Tamil Nadu BJP leadership has said negative things about our past leaders. I can't imagine you saying that. And why are they saying, why are they making such...
It's okay. Perceptions differ, the way people look at things differ. It is all in politics. You read between the lines. You say something and people read something between the lines. But I said, I respect what they said. So it is not up to me to really make a character judgment of why they said it and what is right. Did they actually mean it right? Or will there be a change of heart? So I'm not really bothered at this point of time. What I'm really bothered is, coming 7 months, I'm more interested in focusing on my party because we have got a lot of distance to cover, a lot of miles to go. So happily, I'm doing my work. So let us wait till November, December. As I said, there are 2 things in India. Either you are for Modi or against Modi. So I don't think there is somebody going to be in the middle, neither here nor there.
Okay.
Power hungry. They want to imagine a mic as a Sengol. They can keep dreaming. And for them, everything looks Sengol when they walk around because that is the impact Sengol has made in Tamil Nadu. And the kind of respect Sengol has got, it has got a pride of place in the central hall of parliament. Now, my friend Karthik Chidambaram Anna used a word called fascist. Madam Indira Gandhi used Article 356. She alone used it 50 times. Congress party used it 91 times. Madam Indira Gandhi used it 50 times. Congress party alone used it 91 times. Flimsy reasons. Rajiv Gandhi ji will be in Bangalore airport. By the time he boards a plane, before he lands in Delhi, the Karnataka CM is gone. Now, if there is a classic definition for fascism, it is the Congress party which was there. Now, we also mentioned a point, a coalition arrangement by its very nature is very accommodative. Like a true democracy, you can have different voices. The GDP of our country till 2014, when we took over, sir, when Modi ji came, it was $1.87 trillion. You had the Harvard economists, you had some of the best minds, allegedly best minds. Now we doubled it in about 9 years. It's about 3.75 trillion now. The growth rate we have seen whenever a coalition government has come, where nobody dictates anything. When Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister, what did our A. Raja Anna do? He was making his own policy. The Prime Minister writes a letter who's against the first come, first serve policy. He overrules the Prime Minister and brings that first come, first serve. That's the whole 2G scam allegation. A very decisive government over the last 10 years they have seen. You want a decisive government. Across the world, this is the lesson democracy is teaching us. We need a decisive government. The growth rate now, IMF says, India is about 6.3%. Next 10 years, we'll be the #1 country in terms of growth rate. So people are very clear, there is going to be a continuity of government. People don't want power-hungry politicians who are fighting among themselves till now. Just assembling in a room for the convenience of power, they come to a common broad agreement. I'm very sure 2024 we will see Modi ji coming back to power for the simple reason we have delivered. And also with respect to Kavita madam's allegation. Now, if you look at BJP on all fronts, somebody has to tell me in what front we have failed. Did we fail in internal security? Did we fail in controlling external aggression? Did we fail in uplifting the number of people who are poor? Did we fail in maintaining a proper foreign policy? What did we fail? BJP and Modi ji has shown when people place their trust and respect on a party by giving a decisive mandate, we can deliver. Coming 5 elections results on December 3, we will see. 2018, it was a different scenario where we lost the big 3 states. 2019 was a big sweep. This time we are going into 2019 by having a decisive mandate in all the 5 states and thereby gaining a very significant momentum. And 2024, I'm very sure Congress has that record in 1984 where they've crossed 400. This time we are going to do that. I'm very confident and very, very clear about making that happen.
More than 400?
Yes, it's going to happen, sir.
In the Lok Sabha 2023. So
yeah,
you need
so
to, yeah.
I have to respond it point by point, sir. I don't know what is Karthik Chidambaram ji's obsession about Sanskrit. I am the state president of the BJP. I am not a North Indian. I am not a vegetarian. I don't know a word of Sanskrit. I don't know a single word of Hindi. Maybe a possible conversation Hindi I might try. You have to understand, sir. Now I find it very funny. Madam Kavita ji should have defended her father's record of 10 years what they have done. You are in power for 10 years. You are not able to defend what you have done. Pallavaram project is more like a ATM of the KCRG's family. We have seen it. A lot of allegations. We are seeing it what is inside. Now I would respect an opponent when they defend their track record of what they have done for the state. And every time it is like, you want to vilify BJP, you want to call this, you want to call that. It's okay, sir. Now, A.K. Antony ji, Defense Minister of India, 2011 Parliament. What did he say about China? He said the best way to contain China is not to develop border villages. As we speak now, our Prime Minister is in Uttarakhand in the border area inaugurating projects worth more than 2,000 crore there. They said the best way, don't do anything. Allow Chinese to come. Give acres and acres and square miles of acres in Ladakh and Arunachal and different parts. Don't even pick up a fight. Now when BJP goes to the border, BJP is there as a government. When all the border areas get developed, we look China eye to eye. And suddenly they have this China problem, including Rahul Gandhi ji. I don't know who he meets outside the country. And with respect to Karthik ji's very specific thing, I find it very funny. This is a Congress state till 1967. Now, Congress party in Tamil Nadu has become a cheerleader for DMK. DMK has got no business to come in 1967 to govern the state. I find the Congress party more as a cheerleader for DMK, encouraging them whatever nonsense they are doing. The only common link I see between, sorry sir, Tamil Nadu and Telangana. Both states have made the states as states of drunkards. When they came to power, their liquor revenue, what was it? 12,000 crore. They have taken it to 30,000 crore now. We are at 44,000 crore. When the state got bifurcated, Telangana, if you look at the net debt, was 75,000 crore. It's 3,13,000 crore now. Tamil Nadu is the state with the highest number of debt in the country, 7 lakh crore. What model are they talking? Are they talking of a development model? Are they talking of a pro-poor model? This is a model that is family politics entrenched model, which clearly uses liquor revenue to finance voters 500,000. And then you borrow debt and you're not able to service debt. And you portray this as a model to say, please keep BJP out. I'm not saying BJP is in Tamil Nadu today. It's a work in progress. You got to get a lot of things right. But of course, we are going to offer a very alternate ideology to the very model of what the Dravidian parties do here and what parties like TRS do there. And I'm very proud to say, as a first generation politician, son of a farmer, I've earned my place sitting in this chair as a BJP person to talk to eminent audience like this. My father studied till 10th class. My mother studied till 6th class. I don't come from a privileged pedigree. This is a party of common people. All of us get to represent how the country should be built. We don't come from a Jamindari family. We don't come from a family where son is a minister, daughter is a MLC, and one nephew is a Rajya Sabha MP, another nephew is Maharashtra TRS in charge. We don't come like that. That's the basic difference between a BJP and a Congress. A common people make this party. Of course, it will take time to build. BJP came into Tamil Nadu very late.
Now you need to interrupt.
BJP
because
came
we are
into
running
Tamil
out of
Nadu very
time.
late. They came very late.
We have to.
When did BJP come here? When did Janasangam come here? When did BJP make an electoral mark here?
We will extend a few minutes.
When did BJP come here? 1980, 1990. The first MLA 1996. BJP was not there when Congress was there. Of course, we had a late start here. We'll pick it up. It's a matter of time. Once we get our model right, ideology right, what you have to speak. If he says BJP is a Hindutva party, I'm saying BJP is not a Hindutva party. In his definition of Hindutva. My definition of Hindutva is all-encompassing. It doesn't discriminate anybody. I want Muslims and Christians to sit in the same table. If they have an imagination that BJP discriminates, I can't cure the disease. That's the disease of appeasement, disease of Congress. 1976, during emergency, you bring a word called secular into preamble of the Constitution. Suddenly, Congress says we are secular champions. No, that is appeasement. That has taken India backwards. What Rajiv Gandhi ji did in Parliament is a terrible crime, Shah Banu case. You're completely altered the social fabric of this country. When BJP does it right, when we do a civilizational continuity, when we do a civilizational reset, you call us Hindutva party, proudly will wear that label. But BJP's definition of Hindutva is all-encompassing, non-discriminatory, take everybody along. And when you want to stock a state like Tamil Nadu, of course, I understand I'm at a disadvantage. The party came late, we are building the party, it will take time. That is not a measure. The measure is 2024 is an inflection point for BJP Tamil Nadu. Modi ji is going to come back. You can't do they agree on a prime ministerial candidate? Or is it going to be like 2004? You form a government, then you have a chair competition, then you put a roll of dice, then you select govern India. We are seeing what is happening in Israel. You have a far right, you have a centrist, you have a left centrist. What has happened to Israel? Now Israel wants a unity government now. Look at all over the world. People want a decisive government, and India should not lose this decade. Next 25 years is very important for country's growth. And people of India are very clear. They want a decisive mandate to be given to a party which has proven. And with respect to crony capitalism, sorry, I'm just ending with this here. And sir, we have to understand, when you talk about crony capitalism, how many times they have gone to the Supreme Court? Rafael Supreme Court. Rahul Gandhi ji gave an apology. Every time you go to Supreme Court, Hindenburg report, again you go to Supreme Court committee clears. I'm not defending any corporate, I'm not their spokesperson. As an Indian citizen, I'm speaking. When you have a personal agenda, every single time Congress party runs to the Supreme Court, you want to file a PIL on every single thing they lost. 2019 election was run on Rafael. He was forced to give an apology, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who was the prime ministerial candidate in 2019. Forced to give an apology to the Supreme Court. What are they talking about crony capitalism? They have to understand. You cannot come and make allegations and get away with it, sir. When somebody made a mistake, we are making an action. There is a code to monitor. NewsClick made a website. The website made a mistake. Action is being taken. Of course, there is a law of the land. They have numbers. But Sonia Gandhi madam said, we are not releasing the numbers because there is no unanimity in the cabinet. It is not that we don't have numbers. We have numbers. On record, Madam Sonia Gandhi said, we are not releasing the numbers because there is no unanimity. Congress government in Karnataka, before BJP was there, caste census was done. It was never released. Now we have to understand sudden fascination we see with Rahul Gandhi ji and other Congress leaders about caste. We believe the class of people who will have the first right over India's resources are the poor people. The poor people have the first right over India's resources. We are very clear. And BJP as a party, I don't know what social structure we talk. If you look at our chief ministers, look at our cabinet ministers, look at the women, look at the SC representation in the cabinet, look at the ST representation in the cabinet. Nobody in Indian history has given this kind of representation what BJP has given. So let us not fool ourselves and fool the audience to say, oh, there is no caste census available. UPA have the data. They never released it. Sonia Gandhi ji said there is no unanimity on it. Now, secondly, with respect to Kartik Chidambaram ji, I'm sure he's a very well-educated, erudite person. Please don't tell me that is doubting the Indian judiciary. Now, they have gone to Supreme Court. You got defeated. Supreme Court made you to make an apology for Rafale allegation, all single allegation. Now, suddenly you want to doubt the court itself. You say, no, that is the basic problem of Congress over the last 9 years. Nothing goes in their way. Then you make everybody a party to the crime. Now, this is unfortunate. I'm very sure he didn't mean it, because a person of this reputation and political stature in an Indian democracy, if you start doubting the courts, then there's no end to how the democracy, it will become the speaker and you're not able to come to agreement on a speaker. Unfortunately, it is reflecting the mindset of Congress, how Congress is internally thinking. Now, with respect to Madam Kavita, because I have to respond to some of the issues that Madam raised also. The basic complaint that BJP Telangana is making over TRSS. Now, this is a government that is stubbornly refusing to let central government schemes enter into Telangana. Stubborn refusal. Stubborn refusal. Find every single way to create an obstacle. Every single way to create an obstacle. Now, conveniently, in the last 10 years, when they say the growth has improved, of course, the per capita income of our country has improved. When Kartik ji says it's a country of 142 crore people, that is why India is progressive. 2004, when UPA 1 came to power, in the Global Committee of Nations, India was ranked 12th in terms of economy. 10 years they were in power, same population of 130 crore. From 12, they took it to 11. 2014, when we took over, the 11th largest economy, we took it to 5. The same population, when you have the internal structure going, per capita income.
This is conveniently playing with statistics. When you're talking about GDP, I'm talking about per capita income. I hope
I'm per capita income. I'm coming to the per capita income. Without per capita income increasing, without per capita income increasing, how will the GDP increase? 2014, the per capita income was about 98
per capita income ranking. Our GDP ranking might be 5. Our per capita income ranking is 124.
That is because in the Congress rule, India was growing at 2.5% for 67 years. Right. You call that the Hindu rate of growth.
Now,
when you grow a country for 2% for 67 years,
misleading
you're growing at 7% over the last 9 years.
What was the growth rate in 2014?
I think if the Congress BJP discussions,
the inflation along with the growth rate.
Okay.
What was the inflation? Inflation about 6.6%.
I think if the day Congress BJP discussions end in India is the day masala ends in our food. So that will
no, but
never
I just
end.
have a direct
I want
question,
to,
Chetan ji. I just have a direct
and so
question.
Kavita ji, I'm going to give you, because we are over time.
Absolutely.
And you're the lady
Very
in the
quickly,
panel. I'll give you the last word.
Absolutely. Very
And
quickly,
but yeah, I mean.
see, I just want to ask Annamalayana one thing. Forget about the caste census. Why could the BJP not do the regular census? 2020 COVID was there, but what did you do in 21? What did you do in 22? Now you are again saying that you can't do it. When our state was formed, in one single day, we did the caste census of the whole state. And now all of our schemes are designed to cater to those castes. See, caste can be used positively, caste can be used negatively. We have used it positively. We have empowered each and every caste. That can be very well done across the nation. So my limited point here is, in this, Karti Chidambaram Congress party is equally responsible. They could not do the caste census. And now they are demanding that caste census should be done because it suits them. And BJP is not doing it because they could not do the census itself. So that is my limited point, but it has to be done because unless you know the domain or the number of people that they are, you cannot design any schemes, you cannot give the budget accordingly. That is my point.
You can't fault us for changing our mind about issues after deep thought. We have thought, perhaps at that time, there was no consensus. Now we're very clear that we need this data in order to have an egalitarian society, in order to make social programs or whatever it is. I'm not saying that how the data will be used is a matter of debate. But to say we can't even have the data is not acceptable. And there is an evolution of thought. I mean, any politician who says that he has had no evolution of thought is a politician who's not thinking.
Okay. Evolution of thought in Indian politics is Rahul Gandhi ji, one day Amar, one day Akbar, one day Antony. That is evolution of thought for Congress party. You tell me, did Madam Sonia Gandhi never say there is no unanimity among the Congress-led government cabinet with respect to caste census? Now I need answer for that. Suddenly you can't say in 2020.
He said he changed his mind.
No, sir. I don't understand. These are very convenient changes. Karnataka Congress government, the same Siddaramaiah ji, when did he do caste census? Why it was not released for 5 years? Yeah. Now, we believe very categorically The resources of the country, the first right should go to the poor of the country. That is
Why
what
are
we are
you
doing.
decreasing NREGS allocation
Okay.
if poor is your
Okay,
priority?
I will give you
know,
the
that
last
is the
word, and now
problem.
since you have spoken, because there is something else,
Thank you.
sir, in the program. Thank you so much, guys, for your passionate, like really passionate, very, very enjoyable session. Wish you all the best. The people will ultimately decide, and the numbers will be out. But good. Thank you so much.
Very special thanks to our speakers. Of course, before we do in fact draw the session to a close, it is my pleasure to invite onto the stage Mr. Mohit Roy Sharma, Executive Editor, Outreach and Corporate